It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Tempest Brewing Company and it's a bottle of In the Dark We Live. It's a 7.2% ABV black IPA. Love the sound of it. There's the bottle cap. Should we get this beer out into a glass and see what we get? Here we go then. The beer is available from imperialbeerclub.com. Check out the link in the description box of the video for the website. Lovely brewery where you can get, I don't know, 10 craft beers for about £45, and they're all imperial strength as well, so you'll enjoy that. Definitely the winter nights you'll enjoy that. Let's get this beer out then. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. This beer looks like to have a nice body to it. I can tell that by just pouring it. Looks to be pretty dense. It's a 2 to 3 finger tan coloured head. Jet black beer in the glass. Nice levels of carbonation rolling up the side. Looks nice. Looks really nice. Let's get the aroma. Ooh. Now I had to really kind of get my nose into there then. The initial thought, the initial reaction was, ooh, what's that? And I wanted to pull my nose away a little bit. It was one of them. But the reason for that is it's quite hoppy, and there's a little bit of kind of like chocolate malt coming through in it, and it mixed up with that hop a little bit, and it smells a little bit like blackberry, you know. It says chased by citrus, pine, blackberry and spice. They added blackberry to this black IPA. I don't know. Let's dive in. 7.2% ABV. Cheers. Oh, that's stonking. Oh, wow. Definitely a little hint of blackberry in there. No blackberries at all. Taste of it. It's spicy as well. A real spicy beer. Biscuity, bready from the malts. Lots of roasted malt on the back end. Really hoppy up front. I'm going to go with Centennial and Cascade, I think, in the hops, and that's very difficult to pull out because of that roasted malt, but it's very hoppy to begin with. Where does this very hoppy to begin with? Grapefruity, citrusy, piney flavours. When that roasted malt comes through on the back end, it's a huge battle. It's a huge battle. Two big spectrums are colliding. One of the spectrums is American hops, big bold American hops, and then the other spectrum is roasted malt that's giving off chocolate, coffee and caramel flavours. And when they combine, when they kind of smash into each other as they do in this beer, you get a spicy blackberry, kind of black curranty flavour on the beer with that pine and that orange peel and that grapefruit. It's a lovely beer. It's a lovely beer. Now, next what I want to talk about is the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel on this beer is quite interesting as well. It's a little bit denser than some black IPAs. It's a little bit more stouty, if that makes sense. It's a little creamy, it's a little lactosey, it's nicely carbonated. It's sticking on the palate a little bit more. And then it's that roasted malt and that bitterness from the hops on the back end. It's a tremendous black IPA. I'm a real big fan of Tempest Brewing Company's beers. I remember a few years ago when I was buying their beers, they slightly altered their label. Oh, what did we have? I think it was called Long White Cloud, something like that. It was an IPA, it was fabulous. It was in a 500ml bottle and it was tremendous. It was really a tremendous beer. So they put their beers back to the 330s, which I suppose the last 6 years, maybe 5-6 years, beers have been going into 330s. They're very, very popular in the size of the bottle. But do you know what? If that was in a pint bottle, I wouldn't mind too much. You're definitely getting more of it. Just to name drop another brewery, Thornbridge for years were in 500ml bottles, years and years and years and years, and they were in I think they were £2.60 in Waitrose, and I used to love buying the Jaipur. And then they put the Jaipur down to 330 bottles, and it was still £2.60, and it's like, I'm getting less beer for the same amount of money, and I suppose after years of buying beer in 500ml bottles and then being expected to pay the same money for a smaller bottle, it's a little bit like, oh, you know, what's going on? But it's the way of the world. Let's rate this beer. Tempest Brewing Company, In the Dark We Live, Black IPA, fabulous. So a nice look to the beer, nice lacing on the glass, nice carbonation. And it's that carbonation that tickles your palate and gets the beer fizzing on your palate before we get going, before you hit any taste. Then you have the kind of creamy, dense mouthfeel. Not overly creamy dense because it's a black IPA and you still need it to be refreshing. You get a lot of that malt, a lot of that hops, blackcurrant spice, bitterness. It's a lovely beer. Roasted malt, chocolate, coffee, caramel flavours. I like it. 7.2% ABV. I like that enough to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.